What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And yeah, we have another Dodge dealership doing scumbag activities. I don't even know why this is surprising anymore. It's probably not surprising anymore, but I'm just over it, man. And this one is Knight, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in, I think it's Claremont, California. Let's talk about it. So welcome on back to TK's Garage. One of the things that drives me nuts is dealers that just aren't upfront with you, right? Now, I've talked about good ones. I just did a review on a vehicle that I purchased out here at Tobin in Las Vegas, all right? Straightforward, no pressure, easy sale, right? Granted, they're a volume dealer. They move tons of cars. They move metal at that dealership. We get to this one in Claremont, California, this Knight, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and they have two Demon 170s for sale. Now, this is a follow-up. I seen OC Motivator did a video on it, and then he posted this in the comments, and I'll put that right here. And he's like, yeah, you 100% should call them and see what the situation was. So I did. I gave them a phone call to see... I gave them a phone call to see how much the markup was on the vehicle. I asked, I said, hey, I see you got this Demon here. You have two Demons for sale. Both of them are under $125,000. Can you send me a sales contract via email? And they go, oh, okay, yeah, let me get your information and da-da-da-da. And they're like, well, we need to do a credit app. I was like, nope, we don't need a credit app. I'm ready to wire you $125,000 right now for one of these cars, like whatever the price is between the two, whatever one you have available. And then the sales guy goes, well, the price of the vehicle is not $125,000 or 121 and 114 or 117, whatever it was. I'll put those up here. So these are the prices that they have listed online. Now, this dealership does have some like BS disclaimer or somewhere on their website that say prices might not be accurate, but I think it's time. And I reached out to Senator Moreno's office, where he's basically the auto czar for the government, and said, hey, I don't know if you can refer this to the Federal Trade Commission, or, have somebody take a look at this, maybe, put some pressure on California to, maybe have the AG there look at this dealership, because this is the biggest thing that will affect sales for Stellantis to turn around sales. And it's bad dealerships. It's this dealership in California. It's the David Stanleys of the world, like in Oklahoma, probably one of the worst Dodge dealerships that there possibly could be. There's good ones and there's bad ones, right? You got the Lithias of the world, Auto Group, and they're literally based solely on numbers. They have their own bank. And Desert 215, which is here in my city, Lithia dealership, sucks. Everything's priced way too high. I've talked about this before. Service department was a disaster. They tried to tell me I needed an engine in my Ram, and it wasn't anything like that. It was literally just I needed to change the coolant in my truck. That was it. And I'm looking at the reviews of this Knight, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and they don't look good. Now, this isn't going to be a review video, but I think it's time that I get into and go through some of the abhorrent bad reviews that this dealership has. Because here's the thing. If we don't start, not just as consumers, but as us quasi-press or third-rate YouTubers, don't start holding these dealerships accountable for doing this scumbag behavior, they're going to continue to do it. But if you start hitting them in their pockets, if it starts costing them sales because somebody Googles the dealership to find out if they're bad or not, and OC Motivators pops up, my video pops up, maybe Butter's video, maybe a Dizzle Emotion video pops up on that dealership, somebody may not buy from them and go somewhere else. So, and here's the thing. The dealership could be like, oh, we're going to sue you because you're hurting our business. Okay, get to suing. You know, between the insurance policy that I have that covers me on that, I'm sponsored by the largest law firm in America. Have at. And what I'm saying, I'm literally specifically reporting what you're posting on your website, which are not factual prices. They're not prices posted because you have incentives, or it's because somebody doesn't meet the military or first responder incentive or some of that other BS, because dealerships do that, right? This is a Demon 170 that you have up on your website for a price that is not real. And that is unethical. You should have to put the adjusted markup on the website. You should have to post what you're selling that vehicle for. Now, I've had people in my comments go, well, TK, why don't you sue them and make them sell it to you at that price? I think we might get to a point where I might have to do that with one of these dealerships just to teach them a lesson. I really don't need or want another Demon 170. I'm happy with the fleet of cars that I already have. But it could be the principle of the matter, right? I could pick it up and immediately run it through Barrett Jackson or Mecum or something else, and probably get some content, get a couple videos out of that, and it pays for whatever I lose in value in selling the car. But this is just ridiculous. Just be careful. You know, if you're going to buy a car from a dealership, Google it first. Google their reviews, look at the bad reviews, go straight to the bad reviews, because not all bad reviews are legit. Let me be honest there too. But you can tell when somebody's a verified reviewer, they're like a local guide and they write a friggin' book, that should tell you something. Needless to say, shout out to OC Motivator for doing the Lord's work, smacking this dealership. Feel free to go over to their reviews and tell them I sent you, because I think it's time for me to break the Tesla in. I mean, I just ordered a Cybertruck, and I have the Model S. Maybe it's time for me to roll the Model S to Cali, and we'll just pop out there and I'll ask some pointed questions on what they're selling. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to give away all the wonderful things we could do while I'm there, because I'm sure they'll see this video. Needless to say, go check out OC Motivator's video. I'm going to tag him in the description down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And like me, as always, stay petty, my friends.